In Philly, Boston, or Baltimore, a chance for stage folks to say hello. Another show.
Do we have time to rehearse it again?
No time, Mr. Graham, no time.
All right, company. Notes. Yes.
Baptista?
Baptista. Harry, be sure you really shake Romeo Hortensio in the entrance to that first scene.
Si, senor. And, Mr. Graham, is it all right if I go now? I can just make
In a minute, Harry. Yes?
Bianca?
Lois.
Yes, Freddie. I mean, Mr. Graham.
Now, I realize that, Lois, in nightclub work you don't have to cheat.
Oh, don't you, though?
You don't have to cheat front, Miss Lane. But when you're on stage playing scenes with other people, you do. This is your first show, and I know it's hard for you.
Do you mean thus or thus?
We'll thus it later.
Excuse me. Do you have any notes for me, or can I go?
One moment, Miss Vanessa.
Because when you finished giving acting lessons...
I saw your last film, Miss Vanessa, and you could use a few.
Mr. Graham, is it all right if I go now? I can just make the dentist.
In a minute, Harry. Yes?
Curtain calls?
All right, company, let's see bows. First call, all principals. Thank you. Oh, leave room for me. Yes, that's good. Baptista change places with Gremio. Yes, that's good. Looks like somebody's missing. Lucentio? Where the hell's Lucentio?
Bill Calhoun!
Bill Calhoun!
He was here.
Give a Broadway hoofer a chance to play Shakespeare. What happens?
His back's killing him. I think he went to the chiropodist.
Miss Vanessa, care to join us for your solo bow? Music and lights for Miss Vanessa's bow. Everyone, back to oblivion.
I want one of those. What do they call them?
It's called a star bow. Run along to your dentist, Harry.
Much obliged, old man.
Third call, myself and Miss Vanessa. Excuse me. Lois,
Did thou call me, honey?
I'd prefer you didn't leave the theater between now and opening.
Whatever thou say, Fred.
I want you to rest and relax and let your mind go blank. Blank.
How blank can it get? I hope I don't louse you up.
Sorry to have kept you waiting, Miss Vanessa. Now watch it, Ray. Call it.
Third call.
No. I think it would look better if we don't bring in the show curtain. And then we walk down together and bow to each other. Right? Now isn't a smile in your contract, Miss Vanessa?
You bastard.
Call everyone, Ray.
Downstage, everybody.
Now, I want to thank almost every one of you for the fine spirits you've shown throughout rehearsals. There'll be a gang down from New York today with a lot of money, but don't let that worry you. This is only a tryout, and I know we're going to make a hell of a show out of Shrew. After all, we owe it to Mr. Shakespeare. Not to mention those 6 other guys who have been up nights rewriting him. You are unique. I love each and every one of you. Break a leg.
You got $2.
Ah, is this for one of those showbiz charities?
Oh, it sure is. Bill Calhoun.
Where is he?
He's the president of the Yellow Cab Company.
Bill!
Hiya, Sarah Bornhart.
I want my fare!
I'll shoot you for it. Double or nothing.
Hattie, you got $2?
If I had $2, you think I'd be in Baltimore?
Harry, you got $2?
If I had $2, I'd retire and never do a lick of work again.
Harry, do you suppose Mr. Graham's got $2?
Mr. Graham. He's a producer.
Can you wait until Saturday night? No?
All right, I'll lay it out. That'll make $16 you owe me.
Thanks, Harry.
Bill, you've been gambling again. And I told Mr. Graham you went to the chiropodist.
I went to the cleaners.
How much did you lose this time?
10 G's.
10 G's?
10,000 fast little bucks.
Did you sign an IOU again?
Uh-huh. They wouldn't have let me out alive unless I did.
And whose name did you sign this time?
Frederick C. Graham.
Mr. Graham. Bill, Mr. Graham's given us our big chance. Do you want to play clubs all your life?
Hey, we were doing fine, weren't we?
It's just as Mr. Graham said. Give a Broadway hook for a chance to play Shakespeare.
Mr. Graham, your hero.
Mr. Graham is a great actor and a gentleman. Besides, he's just culturing me. There's nothing wrong between he and I. I mean, he and me.
I know. Art, the greatest. Come on for a cheapskate. If he can promise you glory, then I can sign his name.
Mr. Graham is not a cheapskate. He said I didn't need diamonds. I glittered natural. I'll never forgive you if anything happens to Mr. Graham before I'm a star on Broadway.
Hey, honey. Sorry.
If only you meant it. Why can't you behave? Oh, why can't you behave? After all the things you told me and the promises that you gave, oh, why can't you behave?
They switched the dice on me, baby.
Why can't you be good and do just as you should? Won't you turn that new leaf over? Your baby can be your slave. Why can't you behave? There's a farm I know near my old hometown.
Where we two can go and try settling down.
There I'll care for you forever. Well, at least till you dig my grave. Oh, why can't you behave?
Gee, I need you, kid.
I always knew you did, but why can't you behave?
Calling me a bastard, and on stage, in front of the entire company.
I didn't say it, I just indicated it.
Half hour, Miss Finessi.
Thank you, Ray. Oh, this heat.
You know Baltimore. Half hour.
How's the house?
You know Baltimore. Half hour.
Ha! So much for a Hollywood name. Your fans must have heard you were appearing in person. Go ahead, pick it up. It's probably this mysterious admirer of yours.
Hello? Hello, darling. I thought you'd be here by now. Oh, you're still at the White House? He is? He's taking your advice? Well, of course, who doesn't? What? The president wants to talk to me? To unimportant little me, but what shall I say?
Is it true you've declared Baltimore a disaster area?
How dare you? Mr. President, I apologize. Can you come to see my performance in Baltimore tonight? Oh, security?
You'll be perfectly safe. Miss Finessi keeps the theater empty.
That was no one, Mr. President. Just an actor. Not a real man like you. Like him. He is wonderful, isn't he, darling? The President was just saying how wonderful you were. I know you have no time to see my little performance in my little show, but when will I see you? You have big news. It's top secret. Oh, I can't wait. Yes, darling. No, darling. Yes. No, no. Yes, love. I'm sending you 2 kisses. Mwah, mwah. I adore you.
I adore you. Who are you seeing, God? Roses, get those damn roses out of here. You know I'm allergic to roses.
Hattie, send these roses to Miss Lane's dressing room with my compliments.
I see it, I see it. Is it real?
No, it's real.
Is it that Hope diamond? The one with the curse?
It was his mother's engagement ring, and now it's mine.
His mother must have worn it on her big toe. Who is he, the Aga Khan?
No, but he is a jewel. Dear sweet man, he's very big.
Fat.
Historically big.
George Washington.
Does the phrase Second World War mean anything to you?
Oh, you're dating Adolf Hitler. Oh, a match made in heaven.
Do you know what date this is, Fred? Our anniversary, and you forgot.
What anniversary?
The first anniversary of our divorce.
If you must know, I was thinking of sending you a cactus. But no money. I know you're just rolling in money.
Every night before I go to bed, that's exactly what I do. Roll my money. Oh, it's wonderful for the hips.
Hollywood, swimming pools, avocado ranches. Well, I put every penny I could scrape, borrow, or steal into my Cyrano. My magnum opus. I'm sorry you missed it. I was a huge success.
And you closed on Saturday. 4 glorious performances.
I'll have you know there was a general strike.
Oh, you can't have been that bad.
Same old Lily. Who's this little monster, your mystery lover?
That's you at the age of 2. Bottoms up.
Cute little fellow. You mind if I keep him?
You can have this too.
Is this a cork?
Our first wedding breakfast.
You mean in that one room of yours over the Armenian bakery?
You're a fine one to complain. You didn't even have a room.
Why do you think I married you?
That was the season we played the Barter Theater in Virginia, and they gave you a ham.
We lived off that ham all winter, you forget.
You forget I had to get a job reading tea leaves at a gypsy tea room opposite Macy's.
And you forget I demonstrated shaving soap at Woolworth's.
Yes, that's how I spent my honeymoon, watching you shave.
We weren't married then, were we?
Yes, dear, we were. Mother was coming to stay with us. It was right after we closed on the road in that little British makeshift of an operetta that was for some reason set in Switzerland, but the costumes were Dutch.
So were the salaries. I could have sworn it was right after the night we closed on that flop revival of The Prince of Potsdam. Yes, I was understudying the lead. I was the youngest understudy in the business.
No, dear, we were both in the chorus. There was a waltz in it, remember? Something about a bar.
Yeah, madame, you look ravishing tonight. You have made me the happiest of men.
No, your highness.
Wunderbar! Wunderbar! Wunderbar!
There's a favorite star above.
What a bright, shining star! Like our love is wunderbar. What a bright, shining star! have been your temper.
Could have been your ego.
You'll be wonderful tonight. Break a leg.
Merit.
Hello!
Who are you? What are you doing backstage?
Fine looking fella.
Clean cut.
What a figure.
What a profile.
Gentlemen, I'm very touched by your admiration and devotion. But I see my fans after the performance.
Oh, what diction!
Very elocutionary.
And note how he does not spit when he talks.
High type fella.
Gentlemen, as I was saying, this is all very flattering. But I see my public after the performance, not before.
Oh, what grace!
If I had to do something to him, I'd cry like a baby.
Do you remember that professor who played the ponies? You weren't yourself for a week after you dropped him in the Potomac.
Gentlemen, come back after the show. I'd be very happy to present you with my autograph.
No, we have your autograph, that's why we're here.
What?
A little matter of an IOU. Oh, here it is. 10 G's, Mr. Hogan, that's our employer, regards this as a debt of honor.
Mr. Hogan?
How's about it, Mr. Graham?
You're mad. Paul! All right, let me see that. This isn't even my signature.
I'm surprised at you, Mr. Graham. You signed it only this afternoon after quite a game down to the hotel. We wasn't there, of course, but Mr. Hogan says he plied you with plenty of good liquor, too.
You're really mad. I've been in this theater since 8 this morning.
He forgot.
That's human nature for you.
The minute a man signs an IOU, everything goes dark.
The doctors call it magnesia.
We cure it.
You know, I'd cry like a baby if I had to do something to such a high-type fella. Last week, remember that high-type fella? I used up 3 handkerchiefs.
I don't like my face. Do you?
Nah.
Gentlemen, would you mind leaving?
O.N.T. virile. We now wish to express all the best wishes for a magnificent performance that your brilliant talents deserve. I copied that out of Western Union.
Heartiest felicitations. I made that one up myself.
Now, Mr. Graham, during the performance tonight, remember, we'll be watching from the front box. Try to jostle your memory.
We'll be back.
Ready! I mean, Mr. Graham. Mwah, break a leg.
Mwah, or we'll do it for you.
Hi, beautiful.
Hello, Paul. Here's some flowers, Miss Lily. They must be from Mr. Fred.
Snowdrops, pansies, rosemary. My wedding bouquet. Happy he didn't forget.
Of course not, honey. I'll get a vase.
Strange deed, but true deed. When I'm close to deep, the stars fill the sky. So in love with you.
Max in here 5 minutes before curtain.
There was no one here when I left.
Tell Ray next time no one's to be admitted to my dressing room without a psychoanalyst certificate. Of course, they may have been overwhelmed at meeting me.
Oh, I'm sure that's it, sir. Everybody feels the magnetism of your personality, sir, off stage and on.
You know, Paul, you are not only the finest dresser I've ever had, you are also a true connoisseur of the theater.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Graham.
Did you deliver the flowers?
Yes, sir.
Did she like them?
Oh, yes, sir.
Excellent. Did you put the note in?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good, good. You gave them to Miss Lane personally, of course.
Miss Lane? I thought they were for Miss Vanessa, sir.
Miss Vanessa? Ah, you driveling idiot!
I'm sorry, sir. I haven't been myself since Blue Blood was scratched in the third.
Moron!
Fred, you darling, you didn't forget.
Oh, you didn't think I would?
Places on stage, mud in your eye, break a leg. Mayor.
Come on, let's go.
My hands are freezing.
You're not going to. Whoops.
Where's the car? You brought me good luck.
I haven't really.
Wait, can you give me?
I'm going to do that now, are you? Look, I'll tell you what I wrote in. To Lily, the only woman I've ever loved, the only artist I've ever worshipped. Now, give me the card, you can read out the show.
You really mean that?
With all my heart.
Then that's where it's going. Right next to mine. I'm not nervous, Fred, dear. You're my only superstition. And I'll never call you a bastard again. Never.
You will, my sweet. You will.
About the land, this fancy folder of frivolity. Your hope will be distraction, are we?
No fear to feel distraction, are we?
Just a crazy fruit that never seems to true. Around the map of Little Italy. We open in Venice, explain Verona, then on to Cremona.
Lots of laughs in Cremona.
Our next stop is Parma, that dopey mopey menace. In Mantua, then Padua, then we open again. Where? In Venice!
Father, to your pleasure, humbly I subscribe. My books and my instruments shall be my company. On them to look and practice by myself.
Poor child!
Signor Baptista! Why do you let Bianca bear the penance of Catherine's tongue?
Gentlemen, importune me no farther, for how firmly I am resolved, you know, that is, not to bestow my youngest daughter until I have a husband for the elder. Now, if either of you gentlemen loves Catherine, leave shall you have to court her at your pleasure.
To court her, rather. She's too rough for me.
If you, Hortensio, or you, Signor Gremio, if either of you could find a husband for Catherine, I would be most liberal.
A husband? A devil?
Indeed.
Think so, sir, though you be very rich. Any man be so very a fool to be married to hell.
Comb thy noodle with a three-legged stool.
I'd as lief take her dowry with this condition, to be whipped at the high cross every morning.
So, Father, is it your will to make a sale of me amongst these mates?
Oh, if I could only find a man who would thoroughly woo her, wed her, bed her, and rid my house of her.
Me.
I've made a hall in all the leading rankings, from which a roaring rich I have to be. And if thou wouldst take me upper ranks, marry me, marry me, marry me.
sweet Bianca. She sings as sweetly as a nightingale. She looks as clear as morning roses, newly washed with dew. Sweet Bianca.
Are you a suitor to the maid you talk of?
And if I be, sir, is it of any offense?
No, if without more words, you will get you hence.
I have to.
Lucentio!
Petruchio! What happy wind blows you from Parma to old Verona?
Such wind as scatters young men throughout the world to seek their fortunes farther than atone. And you?
I came to study.
I am glad that you thus combine your resolve to suck the sweets of sweet philosophy, the mathematics, and the botany. Fall to them as your stomach serves. No profit grows where is no pleasure taken. In brief, sir, study. As for me, I've come to wive it wealthily in Padua. If wealthily, then happily in Padua. If my wife has a bag of gold, do I care if the bag be old? I've come to wive it wealthily in Padua. He's come to wive it wealthily in Padua. I hear you mutter, zoons, a loathsome lad you are. I shall not be disturbed a bit, if she be but a quarter wit. If she only can talk of blows, while she powders her goddamn nose. I've come to wive it wealthily in Padua.
This gentleman is happily arrived.
Petruchio, thou art too much my friend. I cannot wish him to a shrewd, ill-tempered wife.
Oh, but she is rich.
And young and beauteous.
But shrewd and forward, so beyond all measure. That were my state far poorer than it is, I would not wed her for a mine of gold.
Peace, Lucentio, thou know'st not gold's effects. And therefore, if thou know one rich enough to be Petruchio's wife, tell me your father's name, and 'tis enough.
Her father is Baptista Minola, her name Catherine, the elder sister of the fair Bianca.
That is she, an irksome, brawling skull.
Think you a little din can daunt mine ears? Have I not in my time heard a lion's roar? And do you tell me of a woman's tongue that give not half so great a blow to hear as will a chestnut in a farmer's fire?
So you will woo this wildcat.
Will I live?
I promise we will be contributors and bear your charge of wooing whatsoever.
Done!
Let's quaff carouses to this gentleman,
For all this, much thanks.
provided that you win her.
Go you to old Baptista and say, I have a husband for Catherine.
Catherine the Cursed.
Catherine the Cursed. A title for a maid of all titles the worst.
Sister! Attend you in my discontent.
Catherine, for shame, thou howling of a devilish spirit. Poor child, she weeps.
She is your treasure. She must have a husband. I must dance barefoot on her wedding day. And for your love to her, lead apes in hell!
Oh, was ever a father so grieved as I?
A word with you, kind sir.
Importune me no farther, good sir, for how firmly I am resolved, you know, that is, not to bestow. Eh? Whisper louder. That is indeed news. Good news. Come in, Lucentio.
Lucentio, thou meacock wretch! I hate men. I can't abide 'em even now and then. Then ever marry one of them, I'd rest a virgin rather. For husbands are a boring lot and only give you bother. Of course, I'm awfully glad that mother had to marry father, but I a sister, so has a lassie. Oh, I hate men. I hate men. Though roosters they, I will not play the hen. If you espouse an older man through girlish optimism, he'll always stay at home at night and make no criticism. Though you may call it love, the doctors call it rheumatism. Oh, I hate men. Of all I've read alone in bed from A to Z about 'em, if love is blind, then from the mind all womankind should rout 'em. But ladies, you must answer to, what would we do without 'em? Still I hate men.
Catherine, wonder of wonders!
What?
A gentleman from Verona desires you in marriage.
Then he best go back there.
Greetings, good sir. I hear you have a daughter called Catherine, fair and virtuous.
I have a daughter, sir, called Catherine.
I'm a gentleman from Verona, sir, that hearing of her beauty and her wit, her affability and bashful modesty, her wondrous qualities and mild behavior.
Bastard!
Mild behavior. Am bold to make myself a forward guest within thine house, to make mine eye the witness of that report. Signor Baptista, my business asketh haste, and every day I cannot come to woo.
I am afraid that my daughter Catherine is not for your turn. The more my grief.
It seems you do not mean to part with her. Well then, what dowry shall I have with her to wife?
After my death, the one half of my lands.
The fertile part?
So be it.
And in possession?
20,000 crowns.
30.
30.
Father! Let specialties be therefore drawn between us, that covenants may be kept on either hand.
Aye, when that special thing is well obtained. That is her love. For that is all in all.
But that is nothing. For I tell you, Father, I am as peremptory as she is proud-minded.
Well then, Signor Petruchio, shall you come to us, or will I send my daughter Kate to you?
I pray you do. Good morrow, Kate, for that's your name, I hear.
Well, have you heard, but somewhat hard of hearing, they call me Catherine that do talk of me.
You lie in faith, for you are called plain Kate, and bonny Kate, and sometimes Kate the Cursed. But Kate, the prettiest Kate in Christendom. Could I but see thy face?
Why, sir, 'tis a face like any other.
Aye, there's the rub. Were thine that special face, the face that fills my dreaming. Were thine the rhythm's grace, were thine the form so light and slender, were thine the arms so warm, so tender, were thine the kiss divine, were thine the love for me, the love that fills my dreaming. When all these charms are thine, then you'll be mine, all mine.
'Twas not to her liking.
That is nothing. I will attend her here and woo her with some spirit when she comes. Say that she rail. Well, I'll tell her plain she sings as sweetly as a nightingale, and if she do bid me pack, I'll give her thanks, as though she bid me stay by her a week.
I bid thee pack. Were thine that special face. Ha!
Grazia, signorina.
And now, Signor Petruchio.
Speak! No.
Speak, Petruchio. Though thy message was not meant for me, you bastard!
Good morrow, Kate. We are on stage now, Lily. Good morrow, Kate. That's your name, I hear.
Well, have you heard? But somewhat hard of hearing. They call me Catherine, that do talk of me.
You lie in faith, for you are called plain Kate, and bonny Kate, and sometimes Kate the Cursed. But Kate, the prettiest Kate in Christendom. And therefore, take this of me, Kate of my consolation. Hearing thy mildness praised in every town, thy virtue spoke of, and thy beauty sounded. Yet not so deeply as to thee belongs, myself am moved to woo thee for my wife.
Moved in good time. Let him that moved you hither remove you hence. I knew you at the first. You were immovable.
Why? What's movable?
A joint stool.
Thou hast hit it. Come, sit on me.
Asses are made to bear, and so are you.
Women are made to bear, and so are you.
No such jade as bear you with me, you mean.
Come, you wasp. In faith, you are too angry.
If I be too waspish, best beware my sin.
My remedy is then to pluck it out.
Aye, if the fool could find it where it lies.
Who knows not where a wasp does wear his sting? In his tail. I swear I'll cuff you if you strike me again. You keep on acting just the way you bid, Miss Vanessa, and I will give you the paddling of your life right here on the stage.
You wouldn't dare.
No?
If you strike me, you are no gentleman. What is your crest? A coxcomb?
A combless cock, so Kate shall be my hen. Come, give me thy hands.
No.
Come.
No.
Setting all this chat aside, thus in plain terms, your father has consented that you shall be my wife. And will you, I will marry you, Kate. Now, Kate, I am a husband for your turn. For by this light, whereby I see thy beauty that doth make me like thee well, thou must be married to no man but me. For I am he, born to tame you, Kate, and bring you from a wild Kate to a Kate conformable from other household Kates.
No! Devil! Father!
And now, Signor Petruchio, how speed you with my daughter?
How but well? How 'twere impossible I should speed amiss. We have agreed so well together that upon Sunday is the wedding day.
God give you joy, son. 'Tis a match.
Amen, we say.
Father and wife and gentlemen, adieu. I will unto Venice. I'm warning you. To buy apparel against our wedding day. Sunday comes apace. We will have rings and things in fine array. Kiss me, Kate. All right. Miss Vanessa, you asked for this, and now you're gonna get it.
No, Fred!
Keep going. One more time. Seriously? Off stage.
That is the last time you lay your hands on me, Mr. Graham!
Oh, you asked for it. May I remind you the name of this play is The Taming of the Shrew, not He Who Gets Slapped.
It's in the script. I am a realistic actress.
Oh, realistic. I'll show you realistic.
Be quiet, you lunatics! There's a show on stage!
Studio has fired you. You've the worst temper in show business. You bit King Kong and gave him rabies.
Cuddling up to that copper canary.
Oh, you're jealous. That's what's the matter with you.
Sending my wedding bouquet to that little tramp.
That's no excuse for ad-libbing. None.
Let my lovely Lois shine through Bianca tonight, and there'll be a new star in the heavens. Thou jerk!
Look, Lily, it's not all that. All right, so I sent the child some flowers. I sent her a note that went with the flowers. May I point out that I am free, male, and 31.
31? Ha!
All right, 32. They were full rich years, and I'm proud of every minute of them. Show me an actor who's done all I've done. My Peer Gynt in London.
You never got to London.
My Hamlet in Dublin.
They paid you in potatoes. Mash!
Oh, that's all you ever think about. Money, money, money. Miss Vanessa, you have no soul.
And here's something to remember me by.
What are you trying to do? Kill me? Oh, I'm bleeding. Oh, I'm bleeding. Oh, Ray.
Yes,
Ray.
sir.
Get me some alcohol.
Yes, sir.
There's a law against attempted murder even in Baltimore. Good God, she broke my rib. Oh, how can you tell if you've broken rib, Ray?
X-ray?
Where am I supposed to get an x-ray?
All I got is alcohol.
Oh, that monstrous female. Am I bleeding heavily, Ray?
I don't see any blood.
What do you call this?
Max factor number 2.
Oh. I thought it was blood. Skin's bruised though, isn't it?
I don't see anything.
Discolored?
I don't see anything.
Oh, that's all I need. A blind stage manager.
Harrison, I'll marry you tonight. You don't know what that villain's done to me. I can't sit down. I said I can't sit down! Send a car for me. Better still, send an ambulance. I'm black and blue. I want to go where no one will ever find me. I'll go to Washington. Harrison, darling, it's a whole new world with you. Pack my things. I'll need my blue suit and my new hat. Yes, Harrison, he beat me. I'm black and blue. I'm a realistic actor. Yes, darling, I'm quitting right now.
You don't think you can walk in the middle of a performance?
No,
I'll have you up on charges of equity.
I shall be glad to appear before equity. I shall bring photographs of what you've done to me in Technicolor.
And I'll bring my x-rays.
Nothing you can say or do will stop me.
Was that your mystery man on the phone?
Yes, he's a real man. He's coming to get me tonight.
You don't really mean you'd leave. Well, yes, I guess you do.
You bet I do.
You'll never work in the theater again.
Who wants to?
You're out of your mind.
Get out. Get out, get out, get out!
Not you two.
What a performance!
What unction?
Do you think the audience is getting it? It's way over their heads.
Look here.
Hey, we just come to check and see if you jostled your memory.
I told you I never signed any. Well, yes. Matter of fact, I did sign that IOU.
He remembers.
What a relief.
So, Mr. Graham, when are you going to pay this debt of honor to one of America's most respectable floating crap games?
Well, that's just it. I haven't got it. I mean, I would have at the end of the week if the show would run.
Oh, it'll run. It's entertaining, vivacious, and well calculated to the discriminating theater goer. You can quote me.
Unfortunately, my co-star, Miss Vanessa, is quitting.
Quitting?
As of now, temperament. Didn't like the way I played out our little scene.
No. Oh.
Yes. She's dressing to leave the theater right now. We'll have to return whatever money there still is in the box office.
She can't do that.
Perhaps if you gentlemen could talk to her. Heart to heart.
Huh. Heart to heart. That is our speciality.
Lily! Oh, Lily!
There's no use trying to persuade me.
Some very ardent admirers of yours. Come in, gentlemen, come in.
Are you management?
Miss Vanessa, you have been my ideal for years. I only married my wife because in a certain light, when it's somewhat dark, she could pass for your sister.
How sweet.
Your voice has been an inspiration to my work.
What a trooper.
What a personality.
Now, is it true, Miss Vanessa, that you're contemplating quitting this high-type entertainment?
I am.
Now you know, Miss Vanessa, the show must go on. You see, we got a financial interest in the show, as well as personal, and, well, Miss Vanessa, you gotta play out the show tonight, and at least until the end of the week when Mr. Graham can pay back his debt of honor.
Are you threatening me?
Now, Miss Vanessa, let's talk this through.
Fred?
Oh, this is an outrage.
Never was before. The man is mad.
And so madly mated.
And in such garb, an old jerkin, and a pair of breeches thrice turned.
A pair of boots that have been candle cased and not even mate. One buckled, another laced.
Come, my bonny Kate. I said, come. I prithee be not angry.
I will be angry. I see a woman may be made a fool of if she have not the spirit to resist.
Obey the bride, you little tender. Go to the feast and revel and domineer. Carouse full measure to her maidenhead. Be mad, be merry, or go hang yourselves. But for my bonny Kate, she must with me. I will be master of what is mine own. She is my goods, my chattels, my horse, my ox, my ass, my anything. Touch her, whoever dare. So kiss me, Kate, thou lovely moon, ere we start on our honeymoon. So kiss me, Kate, darling, telling voice, for now thou shalt ever be mine.
I'll never be mine.
So kiss me, thou lovely moon, ere we start on our honeymoon. So kiss me, Kate, darling, devil divine.
Dead.
Kiss and kiss, kiss and 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 kiss, kiss and kiss, kiss and kiss him!
All right, boys, Al's ready for dispatch. Nobody leads off second. Food go off first. Here's the pitch. Joe Gordon swings it first. On the field left field. Going back to Trigger. He makes the catch on the line drive. And the runners have to hustle back to their respective bases. Nobody to second and Food to first.
It's too darn hot. It's too darn hot. I'd like to sup with my baby tonight and play the pup with my baby tonight. I'd like to sup with my baby tonight and play the pup with my baby tonight. But I ain't up to my baby tonight 'cause it's too darn hot. With my baby tonight. I'd like to cool with my baby tonight. Drink every brew with my baby tonight. So you'll be my baby tonight 'cause it's too dark. According to the kids, report every afternoon. Much prefers to play his favorite sport where the temperature is low. But when the thermometer goes way up and the weather is sizzling hot, Mr. Adam, for his madam, it's not, 'cause it's too darn hot. It's too darn hot. It's too darn hot. It's too darn I'd like to cool with my baby tonight. I'd like to cool with my baby tonight.
gentlemen, due to unavoidable circumstances, the scene that was which to have opened the second part of the shrew will have to be omitted this evening. It's the scene on the mule where Petruchio takes Catherine to Verona. They have a slight accident where Catherine rolls off the mule into the mud and proceeds to revile Petruchio. Miss Vanessa is unable to ride the mule this evening. We are therefore continuing on with the next scene, which takes place at Petruchio's house. I thank you.
What? No man at the door to hold my stirrup or take my horse? Where be these knaves? Where's Nora?
Here, sir.
Georgiana?
Here, sir.
Philippa?
Here, sir.
Here, sir, here, sir, here, sir, here, sir.
Loggerheaded, unpolished maids. What? No attendance? No regard? No duty? Go, rascals. Go and fetch my supper in. Food, food, food. Come, Kate, sit down.
Thou knowest full well I cannot.
Well, then stand and be merry. Some water here, what ho? Come, shall I have some water? Wash and welcome heartily. You little villain, will you let it fall?
Patience, I pray you, 'twas a fault unwilling.
Beetle-headed, flap-eared knave. Come, Kate, sit down. I know you have no stomach. Will you give thanks, sweet Kate, or else shall I? What's this, mutton? Who brought it?
I.
'Tis burnt, and so is all this meat. What dogs are these? Where is the rascal cook? How durst you villains bring it to me from the dresser, and serve it to me thus that love it not? Here, take it, you treasures, cups, and all.
Husband, I pray you be not so disquiet. The meat was well if you were so contented.
I tell thee, Kate, 'twas burnt and dried away, for it engenders choler, planteth anger, and better 'twere that both of us did fast.
Did you marry me to famish me?
Tomorrow shall you eat my honey love, when we return unto thy father's house, and revel it as bravely as with the best, with silken coats, and caps and golden rings, with ruffs and cuffs and farthingales and things. Come, let us see these ornaments. And what news with you, lady?
Here is the cap your worship did bespeak.
Aha! 'Tis for thee, Kate. Why, this was molded on a porringer, a velvet dish. Fie, fie, 'tis lewd and filthy. Away with it, come, let me have a bigger.
I'll have no bigger. This doth fit the time, and gentle ladies wear such caps as these.
When you are gentle, you shall have one too, and not till then.
I am no child, no babe. Your betters have endured me say my mind. And if you cannot, best you stop your ears. My tongue will tell the anger of my heart, or else my heart, concealing it, will break.
Why, thou sayest true. It is a paltry cap, a custard coffin, a bauble, a silken pie. I love thee well, in that thou likest it not. Begone, take it hence. Kind strangers, thou angels in disguise, who did help me in my hour of need. 'Twere well you rested from your travels in yon chamber. Get you hence. Go to.
Come to.
Well, Kate, tomorrow we will unto thy father's house. Even in these honest mean habiliments, what? Is the jay more precious than the lark, that his feathers are more beautiful? Oh, no, good Kate, neither art thou the worse for this poor furniture and mean array. Come. Come, I will bring thee to thy bridal chamber.
I'm hungry.
How canst thou think of food at such a time? This is a way to kill a wife with kindness, and thus I'll curb her mad and headstrong humor. He who knows better how to tame a shrew, now let him speak. 'Tis charity to show. Oh, Kate, my bonny Kate, my winsome Kate. In faith, the woman shot the bolt. She has performed while I did act the dolt. Since I reached the charming age of puberty and began to finger feminine curls like a show that's typically Schuberty, I have always had a multitude of girls. But now that a married man, at last am I, how aware of my dear departed past am I? Where is the life that late I led? Where is it now? Totally dead. Where fun I used to find? Where is it gone? Gone with the wine. Married life may all be well, but raising an heir could never compare with raising a bit of hell. So I repeat what first I said. Where is the life that's late?
What is that siren?
No, man. So to take my keys and park my car? Where's my driver?
Here, sir.
Riley.
Sir.
I don't believe it. It's General Harrison Howell.
You'd better believe it. Now, how's Miss Vanessa?
She's doing fine.
Where is she?
She's on stage.
How could she be on stage? She's been assaulted. Which way is the stage?
Quiet, damn it!
Who said quiet, damn it?
Frederick C. Graham.
Actor, director, producer.
Said quiet, damn it!
General Harrison Howell. So you're Lily's mystery man.
And you're the civilian who assaulted my fiancée.
She hit me first.
I'll have you court-martialed, Graham. I'll have your guts for garters.
Hey, you watch your language. Have you got no appreciation for the finer things in life?
Man cannot live by bread alone.
Be tolerant, gentlemen. The general is a very distinguished man. Shouldn't you be on stage attending Miss Vanessa?
I'm coming with you. Lily!
Hey, General, it's not what you think. Yes, she's all right. And in perfect health.
She called me in distress.
You fail to take into account the caprices of a woman of talent and beauty. She may even say to you tonight, General, darling, I'm playing the show under duress. Call the FBI.
Why the FBI? She has the entire U.S. Army at her disposal.
Why indeed? The fair sex, who can understand?
Now see here, Graham, you're a man of the world. We both know women need a firm hand from time to time. In fact, between you and me, they like it.
Women should be struck regularly, like gongs.
Who said that?
No coward.
That's a man I'd like to meet, a straight talker.
Well, not exactly.
But chastising the little woman is a sacred privilege of the husband and no one else. You were out of line there, soldier.
Yes, sir, General.
Restoring family discipline, Graham. Cherishing our women no matter what it takes. That's my message to the American people. That's why I'm letting Miss Vanessa take her farewell appearance in this little show of yours. The Taming of the Shrew. I like the title and I like what it has to say.
The chain of command in family life.
Read again, Graham. I'll wait in Miss Vanessa's quarters.
On stage, Mr. Graham.
To the right, General. First door you come to.
Why, General. Sergeant Lane reporting for duty. Don't you remember, General? on the Sydney Harbor Bridge. I had something in my eye and you took me to Hong Kong to take it out.
How could I forget?
I still have the bracelet with the diamond rubies. I think of you all the time when I go down to my safe deposit box.
Now look here, Laura.
Lois.
Lois, of course. Lois. That was wartime, and after the hell of battle, a soldier needs his rest and recreation.
Well, I remember the recreation. I don't remember the rest.
But now it's peacetime, and I'm about to marry my Lois.
Your Lois?
My Lily. Lily Vanessa.
Oh.
The institution of marriage is, sacred.
I know. I've heard you on the radio. Permission to go on stage, General?
Do your duty, Sergeant. However, here's my card. Get in touch after a decent interval, say 3 months.
Why, General?
You may need a pair of earrings to go with that bracelet. I shall return.
So, when did you initiate the United States Army?
What a thing to say. I assure you there's nothing wrong between he and I. Just because a girl is good-hearted and normal and patriotic and wants to get along with her fellow.
Why can't you behave?
How in hell can you be jealous when you know baby I'm your slave? I'm just meant for you and I'll always be. But naturally, I enjoy a tender pass by the blossom Boston, Mass. Though his pass is middle class and not that bad. But I'm always true to you, darling, my fashion. Yes, I'm always true to you, darling, my way. There's a madman known as Mac who is planning to attack. If a mad attack means a Cadillac, okay. But I'm always true to you, darling, my fashion. Yes, I'm always true to you, darling, in my way. There's a lot to report before who is rich but such a bore. When the war falls on the floor, I let him play. But I'm always true to you, darling, in my fashion. Yes, I'm always true to you, darling, in my way. Mr. Harris, plutocrat, wants to give my cheek a pat. If a Harris pat means a Paris hat, baby. Ooh la la. Mais je suis toujours fidèle, darling, in my fashion. Oui, je suis toujours fidèle, darling, in my way.
Major Rogers, change of plans, Major. The wedding's tomorrow. No buts, Major. Thinking on your feet. That's the essence of command. Now take this down. Wedding party mobilize at 1400 hours. Guests assemble at the cathedral, 1430 hours. Over the top with the bishop, 1500 hours. Press conference, 1530 hours, then onward to LaGuardia and depart 1645 hours. Arrive Washington and advance on White House, 1730 hours. Give president decision and honeymoon with wife.
Into battle, eh, General?
Detail, Graham, detail. That's the secret to total victory.
Harrison, thank God you're here.
Those are your orders, Major.
Well, don't hang up the phone. I'm playing the show under duress. Call the FBI.
Now, my dear, I accept. No, positively enjoy the caprices of a woman of talent and beauty whom I happen to adore.
Caprices. Darling, these thugs threatened me.
Now, my dear.
making me play at the point of a knife. They won't let me leave the building.
Are you referring to two of the most promising graduates of the group theater? Oh, these gentlemen have dedicated their lives to truth and beauty.
Truth.
Beauty.
And you're in cahoots with them.
Lily, dearest, this little joke of yours is beginning to wear thin.
But can't you see they're gangsters?
I guess it shows.
What can one say to libel?
Should I say something?
No.
Discretion is the better part of valor.
Harrison, darling, listen to me. I can't leave the theater. These thugs won't let me.
My dear, you're straining my patience. Judging by their costumes and education, these men are obviously not what you say they are.
But they have guns.
I should hope they do. The right to bear arms is enshrined in our Constitution.
But they're waving them around. I could be killed.
Dearest, guns don't kill people.
We do.
General, allow me. Lily, you want to go? Very well then. Go. Leave the theater if that's what you want. And I can't say I blame you. After all, what is there to keep you here? What's 10% of the gross compared with regular housekeeping and a dress allowance?
A generous dress allowance, Graham. People respect a uniform.
Oh, hear that, Lily. And all that meaningless excitement. The thundering applause of the audience, the pictures in the papers, the parties, the adoration. I can't say I blame you for leaving all that when you've got a chance for happiness. Real happiness. Under the general.
Good thinking, Graham. I believe I know what it takes to make a woman happy.
God bless you, sir.
I never want to see this theater again. Or you again. I've got a new life now with the most adorable man in the world.
And the President of the United States agrees with you, dearest one. Truman has asked me to be his running mate in November.
Darling, you said yes?
Hold your horses. Dewey's also asked me to be his running mate.
Dewey or Truman? What a decision!
I told Dewey yes. I know a winner when I see one. And I want you to be there on the campaign trail beside me. My little running mate.
Running here, running there.
Dewey will do one term, I'll do the next.
Well, darling, let me throw something on and we can turn our backs on this tawdry dressing room forever. Take me somewhere magical where we can dine by candlelight.
A little late for dinner, dearest one.
But I've just done a show. I'm starving.
Half a show. That's worth one plate of soup.
Lily, if war taught me anything, it was no rations after 2,100 hours. Be good to your liver, and your liver will be good to you.
Why, the general's right. For it engenders choler, planteth anger, and better 'twere that both of you did fast.
But darling, I bought this enchanting little hat just to go out with you tonight. It's French.
Lily, fancy headwear? That's not what the voters expect to see on top of a future first lady.
Why, thou sayest true. It is a paltry cap. I love thee well in that thou likest it not.
Begone, take it hence.
'Tis lewd and filthy.
Darling, my entire wardrobe is Dior. And come November in Nebraska, I'm going to need my new look mink.
I'm sorry, my dear, but what the people would like to see you in is a good old Republican cloth coat. Now let's get going. It's our wedding day tomorrow, and it's going to be a long, hard slog.
He who knows better how to tame a shrew. Now let him speak. 'Tis charity to show.
While rehearsing with Bianca, she's the darling I adore. Off stage I found she's been around, but I still love her more and more. So I've written her a love song, though I'm just an amateur. I'll sing it through for all of you to see if it's worthy of her. Are you listening?
I guess so.
Bianca,
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 Bianca.
oh baby, will you be mine? To win you,
To win you.
Bianca, there's nothing I would not do. I would swim from here to far Casablanca.
I love that movie.
Sweet Bianca, Bianca for you.
Oh baby, will you be
You better be answering yes, cause if you don't, the papa's gonna wanna give a spanking. To win you, Bianca,
Bianca.
there's nothing I would not do. I would gladly give a coffee for a Senka. Even Senka, Bianca, for you.
I thought equity had benefits. Yeah, Gumpy. Yeah. Yeah, I got a question to ask Mr. Hogan. I want to report in, Gumpy. Mr. Hogan likes it when I report in. Why should I call you Mr. Gumpy? Get me Hogan. Oh, I see. Yes, of course we'll pay you a visit, Mr. Gumpy. All right, Mr. Gumpy. Sure, Mr. Gumpy. Okay, Mr. Gumpy. Gumpy. Hogan.
You mean it?
Mr. Graham, I guess this is the end of our very pleasant association.
What's this?
Well, I guess we got to declare a moratorium on you. Seeing on how Gumpy declared a moratorium on Mr. Hogan.
Thank God.
His unidentified remains will be floating in the bay tomorrow.
Rest his soul.
So, that lets you out, and we must part.
Where's the man of destiny?
He's on the phone with the president. He'll be here in a minute.
Miss Vanessa, we wanted to say au revoir.
It's been a delightful experience.
Very educational. We'll always think of you.
Well, Gumpy wants us to see a man in the Georgetown area. Must be a senator. Can we drop you?
Gentlemen, would you mind returning the costumes?
Clothes doth proclaim the man.
Onward, dearest girl!
Look at that transport rolling!
Lily, you can't be serious. That man's as much of an actor as I am. He's worse than me. He's a bad actor.
You are not Luella Parsons, and I don't care to discuss my personal life with you.
Same old Lily. And I thought I detected a new note. A new note of softness, a new humility. A sparkle of affection. A glimmer of love, even loyalty.
You're not going to hypnotize me, Svengali.
You can't walk out on me now, Lily.
You walked out on me once!
I came back.
Hey, Miss Vanessa, the general doesn't like to be kept waiting.
So taunt me and hurt me, deceive me, desert me. I'm yours till I die. So in love with you, my
trapped like rats. The girls today in society go for classical poetry. So to win their hearts one must quote with ease Aeschylus and Euripides. One must know Homer and Plebe Nepo, Sophocles, also Sappho,
unless you know Shelley
and Keats
and Pope.
Dainty Debbie's will call you a dope, but the poet of them all,
who will stardom simply raving,
is the poet people call the Bard of Stratford-on-Avon. Brush up your Shakespeare, start quoting him now. Brush up your Shakespeare, and the women you will wow.
Just be playing a few lines from Othello, and they'll think you're a hell of a fellow.
If you're blunt, respond when you flatter her. Tell her what Tony told Cleopatra.
If she finds on her clothes you are mussing, but her clothes much ado about nothing. Brush up your Shakespeare, and they'll all kowtow.
Brush up your Shakespeare. Start quoting him now. Brush up your Shakespeare, and the women you will wow. With the wife of the British ambassador, try a crack out of Troilus and Cressida.
If she says she won't buy it or take it, make her take it what's more as you like it.
If she says your behavior is heinous, get her right in the Coriolanus. Brush up your Shakespeare, and they'll all kowtow. Hey, you know Shakespeare!
spouse. Brother Petruchio, daughter Catherine, feast with the best, and welcome to my house. But say, where is Catherine? Where is she? Sirrah, go you to Mistress Catherine, say I command her, come here.
I know she will not come. Fouler fortune mine and there an end.
What is thy will, sir?
Darling. Catherine, that cap of yours becomes you not. Off with that bauble, throw it underfoot.
Fie! What a foolish duty call you this?
Kate, I charge thee, tell these headstrong women what duty they do owe their lords and husbands.
I am ashamed that women are so simple to offer war where they should kneel in peace, or seek for rule, supremacy, and sway, when they are bound to serve, love, and obey. Why are our bodies soft and weak and smooth, unapt to toil and trouble in the world? But that our soft conditions and our hearts should well agree with our external parts. So, wife, hold your temper and meekly put your hand neath the sole of your husband's foot, in token of which duty, if he please. My hand is ready, ready. May it do him ease.
Why, there's a wench. Come on and kiss me, Kate. So kiss me, Kate, and twice and thrice, ere we start living in paradise. So kiss me, Kate, darling, happily mine, for now thou shalt never be, now thou shalt never be, now thou shalt never be, now thou shalt never be mine, mine, darling mine, and she is mine, and she is mine.
Take it home.